From the fairway to the tap room, this is Off Tap and Off Course.
And we're back. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Off Tap and Off Course. Oh, how you doing, Danny? Chilling?
Pretty good. Chilling.
Another week back. I hope everybody enjoyed their holidays and the more to come holidays. Oh, you know what? We could talk about that real quick before I forget. Do you watch the Thanksgiving parade, the Macy's Day Parade? Do you
I
care?
used to as a kid. I haven't watched it in
Yeah.
a few years because I don't have like terrestrial TV anymore unless I put it on YouTube or something.
No, they put it on Peacock if you have a Peacock subscription.
Fucking, I ain't even fucking Peacock money. It looks like a
Uh,
dick. Or watch
well,
Star Trek for the
well,
50th time. It's
because
like, there ain't anything
Stephanie
on that shit.
Stephanie's obsessed with this thing, so we watch it every year. This year I knocked the fuck out through it though. At some point, I don't remember
I've seen it
why
most of my life. I
Yeah,
just haven't caught it the last like 2 or 3 years, to be honest with you.
yeah, but I mean, it was interesting. It's always something fun, but she
Bunch
loves
of
it.
fucking
It's her
just
thing.
musicals.
Yeah, musicals and bands, and me being in like bands and knowing like she's always like, how do they sound? Like how are these guys or whatever. And
Yeah.
so it's pretty interesting in that sense. Like she gets the balloons, I get some bands, and they go from there. You know what the weirdest part of it for me is that they name a new reindeer every year. Did you know this, or do you remember that?
I don't
Like,
remember that. I
yeah,
remember like
so
Santa Claus comes out at the end, but that was about it.
yeah. So there at the end, new
I don't
reindeer
I don't remember
every.
them fucking giving him a new name. It's like, what the fuck? How many more names do they need?
Yeah. So I don't even know the original song, dude.
Yeah.
Uh, where you know the song. I don't know any of those dudes' names, by the way. Blixen and
Oh,
Raven and whoever the
Donner and
fuck.
Blitzen and
I got nothing. I
Dasher
don't
and
know why.
Prancer.
Of all the songs, I couldn't learn that one. I still don't know it, right? And then
Yeah.
and then um but then in one of the things, I don't know why it says no new reindeer is not introduced every year. That's a
Why the
damn
fuck would there
lie.
be a new reindeer?
So
Those things are eternal. Those
that's
things are
what
fucking magical
that's
creatures
what
that
I'm
don't
saying.
die.
But that's what Stephanie was telling me that one year we were watching it and they like present a new reindeer at the end of it at the end of each year.
What the fuck? That sounds like communist talk to me.
Yeah, and so that's why I was just like, dude, but this is saying no, so like now I want to ask her
Yeah.
about it. Now I'm like, well, what the hell is this? Because yeah, I was like, dude, every year they make up a new reindeer and they give it a name. And I remember even that's what brought it up when I think it was, if not last year, the year before that, where we were watching it at the end, they're like, oh, that's the new reindeer, and they're naming it something, and I was like, what the fuck are you talking about, a new reindeer? You know, I was like, she's like, yeah, they
Yeah.
do this every year, and they name a new reindeer and shit, and I was like, this is wild. Like, we're just making them up now.
Yeah,
Um,
that's I don't know how I feel about any of that.
I don't know. I guess it's weird because the internet's telling me no, but I clearly saw it. So,
Yeah.
but it said it appeared again in the event, so I guess Tiptoe is some kind of reindeer.
Tiptoe.
Yeah, a shy reindeer who overcomes fear of flying. Oh, maybe Tiptoe is the reindeer?
Oh, they're just making shit up 'cause I've never heard of
I...
tiptoe in my life.
Well,
Tiptoe sounds like some
Tiptoe
communist
seems
shit.
to be a 2021 thing. I don't know. Well, you know what? Let's
Co-
go to
COVID was a wild fucking time, apparently, in the
Yo,
fucking
for
Santa's thing.
real.
They're like, oh, we need to bring these spirits up.
Yeah.
This reminds me of that fucking Matthew McConaughey movie. I know you're not into movies, but there's a
What?
random movie from the early fucking 2000s that like
Hmm.
people forgot about. It's literally called Tiptoes. It's like Matthew
Yeah, the
McConaughey.
midgets, right? Is that I was like, is
Yes.
that what you're gonna talk about? I knew you were gonna talk about
Yeah.
that one. Dude,
Well, you said
did I see that
Tiptoes,
because
and I
of
was
you,
like,
or did I, or no? I think it was like a random TikTok video, and then like I watched it, and you're like, I've already seen it too. That movie was wild as fuck, dude, and fine. I'm sorry if anyone listens to the PC and the little people, right? Because
yeah,
not to be super offensive about anything at any of these days now, but either way, like The little people are cool, and we all love Chazzy as a golfer, and that's our guy now. But like, God,
That's what you're saying. Like
that's all we
it
got,
can't be
dude.
bad because I like
Cause
Chazzy.
Chazzy fucks, dude. Yeah.
That
But
dude's caked
fucking
up.
yeah, no, that Matthew McConaughey movie was wild as wild can be, dude. I was
That
like,
movie's like
I
I
was
don't know what
just
it's about to
lost
look
in the
like.
plot sauce, dude. So were they. Like, it was just everything that
It
could
was
happen did happen, and I was like, what is going on right now, dude?
that shit was
It's
pretty fucking crazy. I'm not
it's
even
like
gonna
a
lie.
trippy nightmare. Like,
It makes no sense.
no, not one bit of sense. It's insane.
It's just
Um,
like who made this? But I feel like back in the day too, like they were just
yeah,
be
they were
high
just
on coke and just
yeah,
make whatever the
let's
fuck
fucking
up.
do this. But that's the funny thing about now is like nowadays, well, I don't know why I've still left this open. Apparently everything I've said was a lie about the reindeer, so we'll just drop the reindeer talk. But
Just fucking reindeer slander over here.
Tiptoes was the name of the movie? Yeah, it was. I never
I think
remember
that's the name of the movie.
this movie. Dude, it's so crazy, dude. So everybody can have something there. But yeah, that was the thing about old movies, right? Is that they were saying, compared to now, is that they won't release a new movie unless there's already like a set IP or,
That's
a
cool. It's
franchise or
true, but like
something.
it's fucking stupid.
Right, it is dumb because then you destroy creativity, right? You're like, oh, I won't
Yeah,
fund this movie because I don't know how it'll sell. You're like, but I know how
yeah.
fucking, Mario Galaxy 18 will sell. So you're like, God damn, really? Like that's what
Oh,
you're,
it's fucking. It's already.
yeah,
It's Mario. That's it.
yeah.
That's
It
all you
doesn't
needed.
matter. You could put Mario doing whatever, and people were like, yeah, let's watch.
Yeah,
Like that's the problem with nowadays. It's like you can't it's not that you can't, let's say it's super fucking hard, right, to do any
yeah.
other kind of movie, but this kind of shit should never be fucking brought up again, dude. Like
No,
ever.
that's
and
it's wild.
and then you tell me if I'm wrong on this, or like if I'm also remembering this like shit, which happens all the time, right? But like basically the movie is Matthew McConaughey is the son of two little people, right? And
I
then
believe so.
yeah, and then he like doesn't tell his fiance, and
Fiance.
then they
Yeah.
get married, and then they have a kid, and the kid turns out to be a little person, right? And then Matthew McConaughey, first half of the movie was like a hero, white knight, like to the little people, and he was like, "Oh, this is my family. Everybody's cool, right? I don't care that they're small, this and that, blah blah blah. Like everybody, should be welcoming them." It was like a cool movie, right?
Yeah.
Until this fucking baby is born. And then he goes ape shit. He just like 360s the movie and sets it on fire, and he's like, fuck this kid, fuck you bitch, fuck everybody in the community, fuck my brother.
God
and
damn.
and then he like,
I never
am I
actually saw the
remembering?
movie. I only saw
Oh,
the
you
fucking.
you didn't. Oh, okay,
I've
my
never
bad,
watched the
dude.
movie. You out of your mind?
Oh,
I'm gonna go watch fucking
dude,
Tiptoes. Yeah.
go watch it and tell me I'm wrong, because this is what I remember. This is exactly what happened, right? So like I'm going in now since I spoiled it. My bad. I thought you watched it. So
No,
like
I never actually watched it because I was
so
just like the
you
trailer
have
was more than enough.
you have to watch it now after what I'm telling you. You have to go watch it, because then so he goes balls deep. He goes like fuck everything, fuck all this. He abandons the bitch, right? And then this picture is the brother in the movie, this guy who in real life is not even a little person. Apparently he just like kneeled or something and like
Oh,
had a
that's
fake
fucking
walk. You
yeah,
know the
that's
guy.
fucking
You know all
yeah,
actors, so
that's literally fucking what's this guy's name? Sorry,
you look him up. I don't know, but
it's Gary Oldman.
yeah, that
Gary
sounds right.
Oldman's yeah, yeah.
So he's not a little person in real life.
No,
Yeah,
he's
no,
not a
no.
little person
So
in every
so
shape or
so
form.
that's what he's playing. He's the older brother in the movie, right? Of Matthew McConaughey, and
Yeah.
his character, and then fucking and then of the wildest thing, the guy Matthew McConaughey dips. He's like, fuck this, fuck everything, right? He just goes on this tirade because he now has a little child, right? It's completely nonsensical to the movie point, because again, the first half he was all pro and like everything was cool, right? And then the second half, he dips and he's like, fuck off, and he just disappears. And then the wife ends up hooking up with the brother, and then the brother takes care of the little baby with them, dog. And I was like, what the fuck did I just watch telenovela ass movie that this was, dog? Like, It's so crazy. Oh, and Peter Dinklage is in it, by the way. I think
Yeah,
there was
Peter
a
Dinklage is in that movie.
and he's just like some animal like sex addict or something. Like he has this horrible fake French accent. He's like a Frenchman that is just everywhere, just fucking doing drugs and fucking drinking liquor and partying
Mhm.
his ass off for no reason. There's like no plot line to him being in this movie. He's just like a dude that they know in the community, right? And he's
Yeah,
just like a raging animal like in this movie. Like, dude, it's such an insane movie. Please watch it. Please
I'm gonna
watch
have to
it,
watch
dude.
it now because like
Yeah, but like it's like, and then you tell me if my review of it was like wrong or way off because like that's exactly what happened. I was like, dude, this is insane. This is such an insane movie that's the twist that they went with is that he was all like, the little people are the best, and then
yeah,
straight to fuck everything, including my family and wife and kid,
like,
and I'm gonna go die or something. I don't know what happened to him. He didn't die. I think he just like fucks off. Like, and I was like, dude,
yeah.
what is happening right now, man? It, incredibly crazy movie. Crazy, crazy movie.
It sounds insane.
It, it,
Like just from the trailer, I was just like, this. I can't. I was more in shock that even was ever made. It was like,
Yeah,
damn.
no, and that's the thing, like back in the day, and I love that, right? Like, and it's true. There was a bunch of movies that people would point out, they're like, they could never remake these. Like Tropic Thunder was one of the best examples, right?
Oh
And
yeah, yeah.
Superbad too. You could not remake these movies
Well, they kind of
nowadays,
made
you
like a
know?
girl version of Superbad a few years ago
Yeah?
with like Jonah Hill's sister, younger sister.
What do you
Forgot what
remember
it
the
was
movie?
called.
Because I'm gonna write
Let's
girls,
see.
Superbad, and porn's gonna come up, so
Yeah.
I don't like.
Let me see what it's called.
But yeah, while you Google that, dude, like it's very interesting what would fly today, but
Yeah.
they're not allowed to make it or think or create it because they wouldn't get funding, right? They would have to like completely gamble their own money on it, like self-made films or even just YouTube films probably, right? Like I wonder what happened to that. Like what would
Booksmart, I think is the name of the movie. Booksmart.
Book Smart movie? What happened to like indie films? Right?
They
That's
don't
what they
want to
would be
make.
called.
Yeah, they don't want to spend the money on them, even though they're not really expensive to make, or they still get the distribution, or they get picked up by some random ass fucking place and
Or are
never
they
see
all
the
just
light of
like
day.
Netflix movies? Because Netflix is still kind of on that like, I'll do whatever the
Yeah.
fuck, the
Like
people
the
want to
girl
see.
on the right is Jonah Hill's younger sister, I believe, on the
This
main
one?
cover. The one on the left, no, the other one.
So this one?
Yeah, yeah, that's Jonah
Yeah.
Hill's sister.
I was gonna say this looks more like Jonah Hill as a girl, so.
Oh.
Okay. But I think she's done a couple other movies too where she
Yeah, she's
plays
been in
this
a bunch
kind
of other
of,
movies too. But I'm just saying,
yeah,
like this specific movie, Booksmart, I think is like not exactly like Superbad, but it's kind of like
similar. Yeah, but
adjacent.
but
Yeah,
I was saying like she kind of portrays the same character, right? Kind of like Jonah Hill.
yeah,
They're like the funny, you know, character, I guess. I mean, whatever.
yeah.
Okay, might be worth a watch. We'll see. Well,
Something
let's see
like
what
that.
happened in indie films. Challenging market, decreased distributors, advances, and lighter financing. Yep, exactly what we're talking about. Forced financial data, blah blah blah. Oh, I didn't even think of this. Horror and crime are the only ones that probably don't need like an IP,
Yeah.
because then
That's
that
like
kind of
a lot of
still.
people fucking also argue too that it's like
Yeah.
there's no reason why we need a $300 million Batman movie when you just need
Yeah.
a fucking $40 million Batman movie where you're just going down alleys and jumping off of buildings. You don't need crazy special effects or the world
Yeah.
being on fire. Like
And
you
I'm not
literally
gonna
just
blame
need
the Fast and the Furious for it, but like the Fast and the
just
Furious
like
was kind of the reason, right? That they'd lost the plot a long time ago, dude. Like they're like
a lot of
super,
movies lost the
yeah,
plot
like
fucking a long time ago.
they're fucking like superheroes that are in space
They went to space
and
recently
yeah.
in like the second to last movie, I think.
I
Not even
stopped
the
watching
the
them. I don't remember when, but like I stopped
the only one I
watching.
actually ever enjoyed was Tokyo Drift. I don't know
Yeah,
why.
right.
That
Like
one
yeah,
fucking
that's the
I enjoyed
standard.
the fuck out of.
But yeah, they blasted through buildings in Dubai. They caused earthquakes with their feet. I was like, what is happening right now, dude? Like I
Yeah,
can't. So, but like I
it,
think that's where it all went, right? Like every movie was like, we can do crazy fake superhero or superhero shit
yeah,
with this kind of budget. It's like you didn't have to. Nobody wanted that. Like
yeah.
that's totally insane. So I don't know.
It's it's bad. It's bad. It's the
Yeah.
whole fucking industry, and there's really it's hard to find actual like original like ideas and contents
Well, I
like
don't
of
think it's that.
stories
Like I'm
because
saying,
like
it's because they won't fund them. They won't put them out.
exactly
Yeah.
they won't put them out, so it's just like
Yeah.
you're limited to what's actually going out, and what's going out isn't that fucking great.
Yeah, or like this is what I was gonna say. Like you could put it in YouTube, right? Or maybe the streaming services might pick them up easier, like Netflix only, Hulu only, whatever, right? So that might be the new move if it isn't already,
It
and
could,
maybe I'm just
yeah.
an idiot and I'm late, which is probably possible, but
You don't watch shit.
yeah, no, no, I don't have a what'd you call it earlier? A wired box, dude? Like you said some
A
wild
white
shit.
oh no, terrestrial TV. That's like what they call
Terrestrial
like
TV.
that's what like the old original like four major channels like ABC, NBC, CBS, PBS. Those are things you used to get over the air. Like those are like the main stations. Like back in the 1970s.
Somebody called
There's
that
no
terrestrial TV though?
that's called terrestrial TV. That's what
I've
it's called.
never heard. No, shit. Get the fuck out of here. Let me see. Terrestrial TV. Also known as the over-the-air broadcast level. Wow. I know OTA, right? Look at that, dude.
The OG things. These are the things that back in the
OG
day, fucking
things.
that back in the day at at midnight or 1 o'clock in the morning, they would just sign off
Yeah,
and it'd
literally.
just be static for fucking 7 to 6 hours
That's
or
so.
five
I never
hours.
even thought about that. Because that was not
Yeah,
a
if you
thing
want.
for me growing up. But
No,
even for me
not
growing
for me
up, like,
either. They
okay,
already
I was gonna
started
say.
putting infomercials and shit like that at
Yeah,
that
like
point.
just
They
random
got smart
shit.
about.
Like it was always like 24 hours of
Yeah.
something. Yeah. That's still crazy to think
No,
about.
it is. It is crazy.
Because it's true. It's like it's like a job, right? It's like, oh, it's 10 o'clock. I'm fucking done. And then like nobody sat there until like 7 a.m. the next morning or something, right? 6 a.m.
Well, I'm sure they might have had like an early morning broadcast. Maybe I don't know how early the broadcast would have started back in
I
the day.
want to
Like
say 6 a.m.
like
still.
news, maybe 5, 6 a.m. for like the early risers. But even then, it might have been like 5 or 6. But probably 6 because like people are probably getting a lot of their news still over the radio.
Yeah, but that was
It's
radio.
like
I'm talking about like a TV set,
no, but
turning
I'm
it on
saying
and
like
shit.
but the radio was the older format than fucking TV, so people might have still been hooked on like the early morning commute if they were getting up earlier than that, relying on radio.
Yeah.
Is what I'm saying.
Yeah. I don't know how we're saying the same thing and not agreeing on it,
Yeah,
but we're
yeah,
saying the
yeah,
same
yeah.
thing.
We're saying the same thing. But yeah, fucking. That's what terrestrial TV is. Those are the old school
That's
channels.
such an insane name, terrestrial TV. I've never heard that. That's some boomer shit, guy.
I can't believe
We
you've never heard that. Fucking shit.
No, this is a wild term, terrestrial TV. Never heard of fucking swamp knees. We're gonna bring that up now, dude. Fucking
Swamp knees?
swamp knees, dude. Nobody calls them that, dude. And
That's their
you
calm.
you didn't. When did you come to Florida again? It was like middle school or
I got
earlier.
here the 4th grade.
So elementary. So you were still here basically your
Yeah,
whole life, and you know
yeah.
that I was here and so were our friends our entire lives, and we've never heard of swamp
Yeah,
knees.
because you guys fucking didn't pay attention to school. Straight up.
Straight up.
Like
Nah,
you guys
dude.
didn't pay attention to school. Like I was having that conversation earlier with this with what's it called? With Kenny earlier.
Yeah.
And fucking somebody was asking him some question about math and he was explaining how to show your work on like basic math and you're like, oh, but I don't know how to do this. Like I literally just told you how to do it.
How
And like, no,
basic?
no, no, but I don't know like literally like it's like elementary math, like super basic.
So multiplication, division at max. That's elementary
Like
math.
literally addition.
Oh, what do you mean? How do
Like
you not know how to show your
it's
work
just
in
like
addition?
yeah, it's like basic fucking shit like that, and they're just like, okay, show your work. How did you get there? Show the logic of how you got there.
Yeah.
And he told them on the phone, this is how I would do it. And I'm like, oh yeah, but I don't know how to do that. I'm like, I literally just gave you the fucking answer. Like, what are you talking about? Like what's going on here? You're not paying attention. Do you not understand English? Like I know math is not everybody's strong suit, but
Yeah.
god damn.
Or was he taught like, well, I was gonna say Hispanic math,
No,
but it's only for
he was
division,
fine. He
right?
was fine. Actually, they kind of changed. Like I don't know,
No,
math
even
now is
no,
taught a little
no
different
math
from
today
now.
now, every time I see a random new video, it's like fucking crazy hand signals and I don't know what and a new weird method. I today, however they teach math today, I wouldn't know. And I want to see and I
Yeah,
want to do it. That was one thing I was thinking about. I forgot to write that in the notes, but I'm glad you brought it up because that's one thing I was thinking about. I I I don't know how to do it or where to start it. It's probably just a very simple Google search, but I was thinking of like starting to give myself a few math problems a day now, to
yeah,
just like stay semi sharp on it and like not just like you're talking about like basic math because I do that with my bills and add up and subtract and whatever, but like I'm talking about like long division to all the way through where I was like in calculus or I think I got to let's see what the levels are. I don't think I got too far past calculus.
yeah.
Uh, High school started algebra and then let's see. So
I only went up to
algebra,
just
pre-cal,
that.
cal, probability. I technically did, but it was called statistics, right? Is it take the
Yeah,
same thing? Yeah, statistics.
no, the same thing,
Um,
but
I
it's
didn't
part of
do
statistics.
trig. I don't think I ever did
Yeah,
trigonomics
I only got up to
analysis.
I
I
only
did
did
cal two.
algebra 2 is the first I did in
Yeah.
like high school.
I w- uh thankfully in my college path I didn't have to take discrete math. If you were an engineer, you had to take discrete math, but I was
Yeah.
in the business side of engineering in my degree line, so I didn't
Hmm.
have to take discrete math. So I ended in Cal 2. So I was thinking of giving myself like algebra through Cal 2 problems like random because there's probably an app for that too, and try and remember and how to do some of that stuff because some of it's kind of ingrained, some of it you forget,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah,
and I
it's not
remember
everybody's fucking strong suit, but like
no,
fucking even things that you think you wouldn't use as like in school, it's like you kind of do use them. It's just like in indirect ways. It's gotta like
yeah,
I mean, in fucking brewing, there's a lot of fucking algebra in fucking brewing.
yeah,
Like those formulas are fucking it's just algebra.
exactly.
It's straight up algebra.
Yeah, no, and that's the other thing that I was gonna mention. I don't know if I told you this story or not, but I felt like, especially growing up, that I was terrible at math, and I still don't think I'm great at math because I know like some dudes, like especially Michael and Nielsen, are like wizards at math, right? Like it's
Yeah.
almost crazy how fast they calculate in their brain. I still can't do that as far as the level I've gone, right? I can't
Yeah.
do mental math at all fast. Even super simple math, I can't do it mentally, like
No.
quickly. No, no. Like if you give me fucking 9 times 15, I have no fucking clue. Nielsen would have already spat out the answer,
Yeah.
like that fast. Like or anything even lower than that, like 7
I was like back in the
times
day too. You would have to be
12, I have
fucking
no
memorize your
idea.
fucking like times tables and all
Yeah,
that
7 times
bullshit.
12, no clue off the bat. But if I do 7, 11 is 77, then plus 7 more would give me 86, right? So like, is that right?
Yeah.
So 7 times 12 is 86. Yeah, 84. Fuck, my math is bad still. See, but that's why I'm trying to fucking like get better at it because mentally I can't do that, Like if I written it down and taken another 2 seconds, I would have gotten the right
Yeah.
answer. Like that's my thing. Like, but Michael and Nielsen, dude, they would have just spit it out in half a second before I finished fucking saying whatever I'm saying. Like that's how
Yeah.
good they are. So, but growing up with friends like that, comparing, or not, I guess comparing is better, but uh, seeing that level, right? I was always like, I'm not great at math, I'm like, whatever. And they were definitely in way higher levels of math at the same time that I was in a lower level in high school.
Yeah.
And one time I was in an Uber on the way to school, and this guy was like, no, it wasn't to school. It was already after school. No, it wasn't school. It was definitely school. And then this guy was like, oh man, I've got I see you've got your books on you, and he's like, yeah, I'm going to class. I got a math test. He's like, yeah, I got a math test too, and it's gonna be hard or whatever. And I don't remember what's before algebra that uh maybe it was the first level of algebra, but there's the most basic level of math in college. What is that?
Um, you probably there might be algebra again. I'm just not
Yeah,
sure.
So it's yeah, it's just
what it
beginning
is. It
algebra, but it's
yeah.
called something else, you know. But the actual
It
math
depends on what
class.
field you're in too, because like fucking, I don't think I took a single math class in fucking. In, I think I did take. I think it was just
No, you
algebra.
had to. You had to for
Yeah,
your
yeah,
associate's degree at least. You had to
yeah,
take
yeah,
the basics, math, science,
yeah, yeah.
whatever the
I
fuck. I
took
don't
fucking
remember.
science classes for fucking shits and giggles in fucking
Mhm.
college.
Yeah. But anyway, so he was studying for like whatever that basic math class is, and he's like, I know I'm not good at math, you know, and this and that. And I was like, no, I totally understand. I'm not really, and I was like, I'm not good at math either, but I was like maybe 2 years ahead of him in school at that time from when we were
Hmm.
talking. I was about to graduate, and he's like, oh yeah, what math level are you taking? And I was like, oh, I'm taking calculus 2. And he was like, what the fuck, dude? You're really good at math. And I was like, no, the fuck, I'm not. And I was like, I get like a B or a C at max, you know, B's max. And he was just like, yeah, but you're in calculus 2. That's like almost the highest level of math. I was like, I never thought of it that way, because I was like, because I'm doing this math like in my eyes, right? Like it took me from 2011 to 2020 like 9 years to get my bachelor's degree because I was
Yeah,
jumping from Miami-Dade to FIU and then lowering class time because I was paying for everything myself and working 3 jobs while doing it, you know? So like
yeah,
I
yeah,
took my sweet ass time taking it. So I was just like, yeah, but it took me like 9 years to get to like calculus too, dude. And he was like, yeah, but you're still in calculus too. And I was like, fuck, bro. I didn't think about it like that way, dude. And then with him telling me that, my confidence in that class shot up tremendously. And that's most of the reason I passed the next few tests. I was like, yeah, I got this. Like I was like, I know what I'm doing. You know, it was ridiculous. But in that sense, I tell everybody I'm not good at math, but
yeah,
I can't, if you give me the formula and you know tell me, give me, I know where it is and I can read it out and I can do the math problem. So I just don't have everything memorized and can't do it off the top of my head like the people that I know, you know, who are super fast at it,
yeah.
right? But give me like 2 more seconds than them, you know, maybe a minute max. I'll give it to you, dude. I'll give it to you.
Oh damn, who gives you already?
I'll give it to you, baby
No, it's totally. I could get that. It's just
girl.
fucking math was never my strong suit. You know, I got it
Hmm.
eventually, but like that shit, fucking, it's like almost like number dyslexia. I'm
Yeah.
looking at it right now.
Let me see.
Half the time.
Yeah. Oh, what is the number dyslexia called?
I'm not sure what it's actually called.
Dyscalculia. Wow. Why is that one weird to say?
Dyscalculia.
Dyscalculia.
Sounds like a fucking shitty version of fucking
D-
Dracula.
Am I saying it right? Um, Dyscalculia. Yeah. Why is it dus, not dis? Or is this supposed to be the dis sound? Dyscalculia? Let's see. Have we been saying dyslexia wrong? Dyslexia. Yeah. Duh. Duh. Dyslexia, dude.
dyslexia,
Dyslexia.
dyscalculia,
Dyscalculia, dude. Dyscalculia and dyslexia. Fucking hit him with that shit. Oh, did you see? I sent you that video, dude. Let's talk about that too. It's part of this
Which
one.
one?
That swam. No, swum is a word,
Oh
brother.
yeah, that guy was just retarded. That's not how that works.
No,
That's not
it's
really.
right. Look, swum is a
Was he?
word. Yeah, he was right, and he looked it up on the podcast. He's not retarded. Well, he is retarded, but he's
Nah.
he's not. He wasn't wrong. Look, swum is a word. I'm pointing at it like you can fucking see me, like we're on camera. I'm
Yeah.
such an idiot, dude. But yeah, here, look at the screen. Swum is a word, bro.
Swam.
And I was like,
Swum.
and I'm like, what in the fuck is swum, my guy? But yeah, swam is a certain this is the shit I didn't like. I was not bad. I was always in AP English, which is weird because I don't read and you know that. And like but I can write very well. But for some reason my grammar or remembering the grammar, I hated it. So, but swam is obviously past tense, right? But
Yeah.
swum, according to this, is a past particle, and I have no idea what the fuck that is. or a perfect tense. These are the little shits that I never understood from English, and that's why English is so stupid and hard apparently. But yeah, they have swum in that lake before would be is different than they swam in that lake before. It means two different things,
Yeah,
which is crazy. Swum is a real word, and I was like,
that's
fuck me, dude.
that makes no sense to me, but I guess
No,
it does.
yeah, but yeah. And they looked it up on the. So you didn't finish the whole video because like
I
the
didn't finish the whole video because he
no,
sent me fucking 40 of them
yeah.
in a 3-hour period. I was like, I gotta
Dude,
speed run this shit.
they didn't fucking give me anything today for work because I took all the time off I told you about just now
Yeah,
earlier. But yeah, I took like 2 weeks off, so they're like stopped giving me, thankfully. I had to
yeah.
like super fake some more today, but yeah, after
They're just like,
Monday,
yeah,
so
dude,
I was like dumb
screw
bored
it.
today, bro. I'm so dumb bored. Um, that's why I was like, I asked my part-time job to give me more time because I
You're like,
was like,
please,
please, dude.
can I have some
So I'm
more,
actually
please?
making money on my vacation, which would be cool. But yeah, I sent you that. So it starts off with him hesitating and him going. Let me see. Now we can just find the clip. Right. Swimming. It was a TikTok here. Yeah.
Good episode. Subscribe to the podcast, please.
What's the
Oh,
biggest?
sorry.
Good episode. Subscribe to
There you go.
the podcast, please. Sass said that he'll do surviving Barstool if we get to 150,000 subscribers
Oh.
before January 1st.
Did you see
Mm,
that Dave said that he would want you on that spring break show?
He didn't say he would want me on it. He said if I wanted.
I
to
don't know
do
if
it,
this
I
is a
would do
clip.
it.
What
Let's
would it
see.
take to get you to do that?
175,000
Ooh,
subscribers.
$10 million.
Come on, for sure.
Yeah,
On me, we
would be
say that,
show.
but that's exactly and that's
No.
what's fun.
But I don't think Barstool. Maybe.
Maybe.
Sure. Yeah.
It was on this podcast, maybe this episode even, but it looks like they didn't clip it. But the one I sent it to you was on
On TikTok, yeah.
TikTok, so that's why I was just like, I figured it'd be easy to find. But basically, he's just like, and that was the dude who was in the Internet Invitational too, and
Yeah, that's
he
the
was
guy
one
that
of the
he
winners.
won.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he's
was
one
one
of
of
the
the winners, which is even funnier now that I'm thinking about it.
That was him, Beef, and who was the other guy on the team?
Brad Dalkey
That
is
guy.
in
Yeah.
reality, it's just Brad Dalkey who won them the whole thing. He's just an animal.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were all there. Nope, can't find it. I guess it's too new or something. I don't know them well enough. But whatever. So yeah, it starts off with him hesitating for like a second and then being like swum, and then he like sticks with swum, and then we all have the same reaction that other guy did, right? And was like, it's definitely swam. Like nobody's ever heard of swum before. Like what the fuck are you talking about? And then he was like, all right. He's like, I thought about it. Maybe I was wrong. And then he looks it up on right there on the thing, and he's like, nope, swum. I was right. Fuck you. And then he goes off on him, and I was just like, wait, what? And that's why I looked it up too. But yeah, swum, bro. Crazy.
He swum it.
I swum it.
Fucking swum it.
And I won't understand what the difference between a past tense and a past particle would be. Like, what
Yeah,
the fuck?
but that
No
it's
idea.
a little confusing to me myself.
Yeah, no, because it's like the same reason that a lot of people still don't know when to use whom. I don't know when to fucking use whom. It's the same thing, actually. When you
Yeah.
use who and whom, right? No idea.
To
Nobody
whom it may
cares.
concern.
Yeah, we do it because we think we're being nice, but there's a real reason to use whom.
Well, you're using it because you
Yeah.
don't know who the hell you're addressing. You're addressing an actual company or whoever the fuck in the company is going to be actually reading that. You don't know who actually is going to read.
And why wouldn't who work there? To who it would concern, not whom.
Hey, bro, ask your wife.
See, nah,
Okay.
no. I don't know.
Probably be like, you guys are a bunch of assholes.
This is what I was looking up earlier before we fucked up on the thing. So yeah, English, I was all right. Obviously, I'm still good at arts and music side, not anything else. I
Yeah.
can't draw for shit. Math, apparently, I was better than I thought. Science, I was like all right. The thing is, I was a B, C student on like purpose. I didn't care to, go super hard. Like I still don't. You know me now. Like I do enough to like get job done or pass by, and you and Stephanie call it half-assing. I was like, I
Yeah.
don't think it's like half. You guys like do too much and still get the same value or like outcome that I do. This is kind of how I see it. If the outcome is the
And
same,
what exactly
in like
again? Sorry.
in most things, in just general life, like you guys try way harder about
I don't
everything.
know about all that.
You care so much about everything in comparison
I
to
don't
me.
think.
Like in
Yeah.
comparison to me, I don't
I
give a
think you're just
fuck.
generalizing.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about anything, dude. Science, yeah, same thing. Social studies, I wasn't that great at, and that one shows. And that's like the history and stuff like that too. That was easily my worst, if not art. I mean math. But
It's just fucking. That's what I'm trying to shit about. Fuck.
no, I don't. Civics for some
Okay, come
reason
on,
was
bro.
the closest one that like the government stuff that kind of
It's
stuck, but
crazy. They only show you civics. It's like 6th or 7th grade one
yeah,
time, and
never
you're like,
again.
and it's like you technically need to take government for like half the year at some point in your high school, usually senior year, or used to be. It was like half the year would be economics and the other half would be
No, that
government.
was
But
one of
it's
my
like,
biggest complaints about high school for me was that in the history classes, it was like the same fucking history class from middle school to high school, and it was always uh American Revolution, World War One, World War Two, and then rinse and repeat every year. I don't know anything about the Vietnam War or the Cold War or anything else that you can probably think of, the War of 1812 or nothing. I have no. It was
you
those
didn't learn
three.
about the Revolutionary War or
That
about
isn't
fucking
isn't that the one I said?
medieval Europe.
No, no. What did I say? Civil War? It's Civil War.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The British are coming. That's different war. Which one is that one? The
That's the
Revolutionary.
Revolutionary War.
Yeah. And then World War One and Two. That's it.
What about like all your art history classes, like the history of
No.
like
No.
Europe and medieval, like the
No.
fucking Middle
No.
Ages and the
No.
Renaissance and
No.
the Dark Ages? That was all fucking basic history
No.
too. They taught us
No.
in
You know
middle
where I
school.
learned Greek mythology was in English class, not in history.
That makes sense though, because
I
you're reading a lot of
love
the
yeah,
old
I
like.
love Greek mythology shit. And it's fucked up that we call it mythology. I always say that. Like we call a lot of other religions mythologies, like the Chinese stuff and Greek stuff and who else do
Well,
we
even the Chinese,
Norse?
like during the Mao regime, he tried to wipe all that shit out. He wasn't successful, but he's
Wild,
like literally
yeah.
like made that shit illegal for like 10 years. Like, nah, you can't talk about Buddhism.
Yeah.
None of that shit. You weren't allowed.
Yeah. Well Castro did the same thing, right? For
Kind of. And
Christianity.
then eventually he fucking let the Pope in.
Such a
He's like,
360.
he's like, ah, Papa.
It's a baba.
Papa.
Holy shit. But yeah. Yeah, it was like the three wars and then rinse and repeat, dude. Like we didn't have anything else. Like I don't know
Yeah.
anything about anything else
Like, I literally took
or
entire
other
classes
major
on like
historical
the
events.
Vietnam War and fucking
No.
the fucking early Japanese history up until fucking the beginning of World War II and all the fucking different dynasties and
Yeah, and
fucking
not
what was going
even
on.
and I don't have any like they didn't teach about other like world history of like
They
historical
usually they
major
don't
points.
like, especially
Yeah.
like Asia and the Middle
Yeah.
East, and like
I got
you
nothing.
get some
You
tidbits,
get
but
a
you
little
don't
bit of
really get.
Europe like every now and then, but only if it relates
You
to
get a lot
one
of
of those
Europe early
war.
on,
Not me, dude. Not me, dude. That's what I'm saying.
bro. Not even art class. You never fucking
No.
did anything on.
No,
You
dude, I
take any
couldn't.
art classes?
No, I mean, yeah, 'cause you had to, but like I couldn't paint for shit and make
Oh yeah,
art
but
and
like
paper
when you're doing the
maches.
art, like they like tell you like where it's from. Like you
No,
learn about
no,
fucking
they no,
architecture and like
never did that.
You go on fucking field trips where it's like, hey, we're gonna go look at this because
Yeah,
this is based on
right.
this.
Dude, that's another thing. You went to school here too, and like you went on
I went
a
on a fuck
million
ton of
more
field
field
trips.
trips than me and Kenny and Christy combined. Any of my none of us went to field
I
trips. I
I
didn't
think it's
go
because your parents were fucking assholes and they filled out the forms. So you stayed in
probably, but
class,
like
fucking
I
eating a
don't
sack lunch, fucking sat in the
I
corner.
never dissected shit. I never went to a single field trip. I never
Never
fucking
dissected anything. You never took
nothing.
biology.
Not I yeah, no dissection. So we dissected owl pellets. Owl shit, all right? I know,
Damn, you
and the
literally got the
crazy
short end.
part, and you know the craziest part of that that pisses me off? It's not that like my school didn't do it at all. Another class, the same level of science, just a different teacher, they dissected sharks, they dissected the frogs, they dissected also the
We
owl
did a
pellets,
we did
and
a frog. We did a baby a pig fetus. We
pig
did a
fetus
lamb
is
brain.
crazy. No.
We did
I
a
think they did
worm,
something
and I
else or
think we did
not.
an
Oh, I think
I
they
think
did
we
do a
did
worm also.
did a lamb brain,
Yeah.
like a brain of a lamb,
But yeah,
and I
no.
think we did an eye.
I never dissected shit.
That was the only honors class I ever took was fucking biology. And I was like,
hmm
oh shit, we get to do
Wait,
all this stuff.
wait, really? So on top of that, you were never in honors or AP or anything like
Nope, I was always just regular classes. I never took any of that shit. 'Cause
really?
like, yeah, never.
And then can you imagine that for me then, dude? I was always in honors and AP
I
classes.
always like
You know what
I
was
always
even
thought that those
worse?
classes were like bullshit because I took that one honors class. I'm like, this is what everybody's
No,
fucking making fun
honors
of. It's
honors is
all
is all
fucking
it's all bullshit, but honors is extra
and
bullshit because you don't get anything for it, like credit
yeah, you
wise.
don't
You
get
don't.
anything for it. But then
Yeah.
like I saw the AP classes because I had to sit in one for
Yeah.
something. I forgot what it was. I was like, this is fucking group work. Some
Yeah.
assholes doing all the work for all these kids.
Yeah.
It's like they're not actually doing the work.
No, no, it's all garbage. It's all garbage. But like,
It's like these guys aren't doing anything. They're just fucking gaming the system to get some fucking
oh
college
yeah.
credits.
But that's what I was gonna say. So that's the craziest part of this whole. It's the system is so fucked that like I just at the same time that I was in honors and AP classes. Okay, AP for college level credits, right?
Yeah,
At the same time I was in both of those, not only was I in a couple of regular classes, like you said regular, whatever your grade level is,
yeah,
but also I was because of the FCAT being a big deal at that time, or like, and
yeah,
yeah, I think it was only the FCAT still, and like whatever, state testing that I always, because I'm a shit test taker all the time. It doesn't matter what it is. While I'm in there, my mind goes fucking blank and I fall asleep. It's incredible. So I can't, I've always been horrible at taking tests.
yeah.
And so like I would fail all those FCATs and everything else, or like do bad enough that they would throw me in remedial classes. So I was at one point in my high school career in remedial math and in Cal 1, dude. And I was like, what am I doing? Why am I in both?
That makes no
And
fucking sense.
and the year after, or maybe even the same year if I'm not wrong, I was in remedial English because of the FCAT and AP
Yeah,
English in the same fucking time, dude. And I was like, what? Like, why? I
that
was in
makes.
both. I was in both
Yeah,
at the same time. Not like, oh, freshman year remedial, sophomore year advanced because of it. No, at the exact same time and year, I was in two levels of the same fucking curriculum. It was wild. I was like, this is insane. This is
yeah.
insane. All because of the FCAT. Because the FCAT was just like, nah, this guy's retarded, clearly.
Fuck.
And I was like, so then why didn't you just restrict it all the way through? Why am I still eligible for AP classes, and getting them in?
Yeah.
And so like it doesn't make sense. I don't know.
That makes no sense whatsoever.
Yeah, and then I didn't go on field trips or dissect anything, dude. I don't know what other normal fucking school things you would do, but I didn't do any of them. I
That
never went to
makes.
dances. That's a random
I only
one.
went to homecoming and
No.
went to
Yeah.
like prom at middle school, like your eighth grade prom, and I went to the
Oh yeah,
senior
I
year
did go to
prom.
prom. Yeah.
I didn't really go to any of the other stuff because I was getting fucked up with older people. I was like,
You,
that's this kid shit. It's like I can go do real
you,
shit.
you regular kids. You degenerates.
Hey, baby, I was just trying to get wet.
Yeah, I know. You're still trying to get wet. Oh. Oh. But yeah, dude, no, my schooling was all over the place, man. It was so weird. It's crazy. I
Yeah,
don't know how we even
it's
got to
I
this, but I
feel
love it.
I feel like that's like that's like a weird topic to me because it's like, what are we talking about here, guys? It's like
Yeah.
we we all went to the same fucking. We all went to. All
And
had
we
the pretty much similar curriculum.
But you know
So
what was
it's
the
like, how?
craziest part? Me, Kenny Christie, and a lot of my friends, and like
Well, Kenny
even.
doesn't count because Kenny didn't go to school here, only for
Oh,
his
okay.
senior year.
Oh,
He
okay.
was in fucking
Then fuck
Puerto
it.
Rico.
But
Like,
then, I met like one time Stephanie brought an artist while she was still working part time at a college, right?
yeah,
And they were gonna post her work up and whatever. And she's also lived in Miami her whole life and went to FIU. We like me and her started just talking and drinking beers when they were trying to meet up for their work thing because we started
yeah,
bonding about how shitty our school lives were, but they were exactly the same. This was a total stranger, right?
yeah.
And Stephanie's always making fun of my shit schooling, and I was like, but you don't get it. Like everybody was like this, but for some reason you're the outlier. Like you like, dude, I had a great education and I had field trips and I did all this other shit, and you went to the same schools and stuff, or like in the same county at least, you know? Like I was like,
Yeah.
what the fuck, dude? Like nobody else had those experiences, brother. I promise you, which is crazy. At least in
I don't
Florida,
know.
like that we grew up in. You're like, I
I
don't
don't
know.
know what to tell you. It's just like, other than like, sucks to be you guys.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, but like,
It's
I
like I feel like you missed out. It's like, and even then with all that stuff,
Mhm.
like school's still fucking meh. But
Yeah,
fucking those little fucking things, I actually enjoyed listening to that stuff. I was also fucking, I never took notes. I just fucking
yeah, me neither.
absorbed what they
Me
told me.
neither. Yeah, yeah. I never
I,
took notes. I never studied. I never did any of that stuff.
yeah,
I
I
was
was
like,
just
cool. This
like,
is
you
what I
told me what
remember.
once, I got it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. This is what I remember. This is what you told me. If I don't remember it, then I fail the test. Like, isn't that the point?
Yeah,
You know?
straight
Yeah,
up.
I'm with you. Yeah, I was the same.
It's just like, okay, cool. This is what we gotta do. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. If it
It's
doesn't, well, too
nothing out of
bad.
this world. But everybody's not the same when it comes to like test taking and shit like that. Some people fucking just get in their heads about it.
Yeah,
So it's
that's the
like,
thing. I never got in the head. I don't have the anxiety. I'm not like, oh man, I would literally just stare at the page. Mine would go completely blank and I would fall asleep. I would fall asleep so much that I for my ACT and SAT, and I was like, oh, these
yeah,
things are fucking like 4 hours long and you have to sit in that room or whatever. I told my mom, I was like, I'm gonna fall asleep. Can I please get some kind of energy drink or something? And I hated that. I don't like energy drinks. I still don't drink them now.
I don't, energy drinks don't do shit to me. I was like, I
Yeah,
don't know if people
and
drink,
that's what I
I
was
don't know what
getting
the
at.
fuck they're doing with that.
I bought, and she was like, "Fine, let's try this." It was a big deal back then. You remember 5 Hour Energy? I don't think it's
Oh yeah, yeah,
sold that
yeah.
much. It was like newish
No,
back
that shit was
then.
pretty popular.
Yeah, it was super popular, but it was newish, is what I'm saying. I don't think they were around that
Yeah,
long. And she's like, "Fuck it, let's try these things." And I popped two of those motherfuckers. I was like, 10 hours of energy, nigga. Like, we're just going
10
in.
hours of
And
energy.
and I fell asleep. I fell asleep through one of my ACTs and I think half of an SAT or something. And obviously those scores were not good enough to get me into the
Yeah.
college. I only wanted to go to FSU, but they were like the music program. I auditioned and everything, and at that time I
Hmm.
was really fucking good. And they were like, "We want you in the music school. Like, we think you're good enough, but your test scores are so shit. We can't bring you in. Like, you don't even qualify to come to this school." And I was like, "Damn, dog," because of my
Yeah.
test scores, not my GPA. My GPA was fine. It was the test scores, dude. I was like, damn, dude.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah, dude. Like I was just asleep. I can't. I don't know what it is in test taking. My mind just goes empty. It's like I got nothing. All of a sudden, I've got nothing in that bitch. It's wild.
That's pretty terrifying, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. I got nothing. Man, what a
Terrifying.
great little rant. I'd forgotten. I don't know how we got there, but that was amazing. And
I don't know how we got there either, but
dude, I forget
it's
to talk about school, and like that's something that was on my mind. And again, Stephanie is always like, because Stephanie's schooling compared to ours was more like yours that you remember,
yeah,
but like next level crazy. Like so she was like, we were always on field trips, we were always learning. Everybody was super engaged, everybody was into it. Like we were never bored. They dressed up, they had the plays.
yeah,
Oh yeah, I didn't do plays or anything like that. I didn't. I don't remember even going to them, but I was in band. I performed,
yeah.
I guess, but yeah, there was never a forced play or something. Yeah,
It's
but
kind of
they did all
that's
that, but like all historical being in Virginia.
Yeah.
So they went to all the
That's
presidents' houses and shit, and like all the military bases. They did all kinds of shit, and I was like, what the fuck, dude?
that's just wild to me, bro. Like, I
Yeah,
don't even know what you're telling me right now.
yeah, no. But and apparently Virginia's still, even to this day, ranked very high. Not West Virginia, apparently, but there's a cutoff. So, but regular
Well, a
Virginia,
lot of
super high.
well, it's one of the old colonies, but yeah, I would think they have a pretty strong school system, especially since they're around DC. So there's a lot of politicians and stuff living in that
Hmm.
area,
Yeah,
so,
that's
like, and
fair.
people that are working for the government. So it's like that are higher things. So it's like they want a good thing for their kids. So it makes sense why there's a robust system there.
Hmm. Yeah, but it's so
Just like,
strong that it leaps through the public system
yeah,
side too. It's not just like
yeah.
the rich
Well, it's
kids
even
that are there.
granted, New Virginia's not New England, but like the New England states, like, fucking Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Vermont, New
Hmm.
York, all those states, like New Jersey, Connecticut, like they have a pretty decent fucking school system in that area too. Cause like Massachusetts apparently has a really good fucking system.
Hmm. Yeah.
But it's wild shit, baby. Wild shit.
Wow, shit. All right, since we're lulling on the topic, I got the one that I wrote in there. Back to golf, baby. We're back into golf for a second.
Back to golf.
I've gotten like a lot more energy as of late. I don't know if it's just the new job or like working out semi consistently with that, but
That right arm.
yeah. But I go and obviously, I swing at the house.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely am not swinging inside the house anymore. I broke a light the other day. I don't know if I
Oh,
told you
look at
that or
her.
not.
Oh, so
No,
surprised.
you know why? But though I was not standing in the same spot I always stand in, which is free and clear of everything. I for some reason
Uh-huh.
pretended like I was on a real golf course, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna swing here. So I took a step back, one step back, you know, and did practice swings there, and I hit the fucking light that was behind me, and I was like, dude, why did I take that step back? I obviously could take the practice swings here, right? Like it's the same spot, and
Yeah.
so and then I went and I replaced the lighting and the casting outside of it. And so,
You
but
want to say,
then I was like, all right, Stephanie, I won't swing inside the house anymore. I'm sorry. Like she
yeah,
was like,
yeah.
God damn it. I've been telling
I
you for
told
forever.
you.
Yeah. I never broke her Legos or anything that she swears that like, would have been the problem, but no, I broke the light next to me that I've never once hit before, and I was like, great. Just by stepping back like an idiot. But whatever, because of that, I swing
Yeah.
outside in my backyard a lot more now. And with I've started practicing chipping and like short game stuff because I haven't
Yeah.
enough of a space in the backyard to do so. Um, and that's been a lot of fun, dude. Like I'm literally now just like I've learned that my 60 degree is not good for chipping, but it's good for like the distance that it's in, like 90 yards to maybe I don't know, like 50 yards or so. Who knows? Maybe a
Mm-hmm.
little more. But my sand wedge which is supposed to go farther, which it does. If a full swing, it goes like my 58 is a 90 something, and then my sand wedge is like 1 to 110 or something like that.
Yeah.
But because it's tiny, I don't remember if I told you this or not. But when I bought it, I didn't realize it. But my sand wedge, like the
That
actual
short
staff,
ass handle.
the
Yeah.
shaft, yeah, everything
The
is
staff.
is so small, dude. And like even for me, it's short. But when I put it in Michael's hands, he's like 6 feet exactly. He was like, "Dude,
Oh
this is like a
shit.
child's club." Like he's like,
Yeah.
"What the fuck is this?" Dude? I was like, "Yeah, bro. Like it's really small." And so I think it's that. But like I'm super good at chipping with that club. And in theory, should be using the 58 because it's higher lofted, and so I can shoot it, higher up or whatever. But
Yeah.
that shaft is just as long as my other irons. And again, I bought everything used and whatever. So
Yeah.
whoever
Just so you get
configured
to,
them
yeah.
beforehand, right? Like
Yeah. It's a
everything's
short
all over the
motherfucker.
place. Yeah. So my 58, dude, I was like, so it's
Or had really
phenomenal.
long arms. One of the
Yeah,
two.
one of the two. No, I think he was short because if not, you get the long sticks, and then that's probably, if anything, the person who had my 58 before me was probably really tall. Because the 58 probably shouldn't be as long as my 58 is. Dude, it's literally like the same as my 7 iron.
Like shit.
So, so yeah, I practice a lot now, and I've gotten pretty decent at like very short game stuff, and I can very consistently hit the shots in my backyard where I want them to be in 3 different spots, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
Um, and obviously I was gonna say, and I don't fly over the fence, but one ball, dude, the luckiest ball of my life. 'Cause obviously, no, everybody goes to work in my neighborhood, like
Yeah.
a normal neighborhood, and I chipped one ball right over my fence at full speed,
Look at you.
and I was like, oh my God, and it went in front of my house, so into the street, right? And then I was so lucky it didn't hit my car that was parked right there, right? And it didn't hit. There was, of all days, there's
Yeah.
usually nobody anywhere, right, in my neighborhood because they're all working. There was like some
Mhm.
random city worker parked right in front of my house, doing something. They like tagged up the street. I have no idea what they did, but the golf ball went right past their car, and the city worker was like half a block down, tagging, so he didn't get hit. And I was like, oh my God, I flew that shit right out of my backyard, and then it hit nothing, and it just stopped at the bush right in front of my house. And I was like, that's insanely miraculously lucky, dude. Like my one horrid shot, like, because I'll obviously have bad shots, but they're chipping, and so they're low and they roll into the fence, and that's cool, right? But the one that goes flying into the fence missed two cars and a dude walking by, like that's so
God
lucky.
damn.
That's so lucky, dude. And like didn't obviously break my windows or anybody else's windows or nothing. It did
Mhm.
no damage. It just like whoop, right out into the street and just stopped into the first bush. And I was like, holy shit, dude, that was insane. And I have a decently tall fence. What are they, like 7 feet high fences at least? They're not. It's not a small fence, like long wooden fence, right? And, like,
Yeah, you have a decently, yeah. It's a standard size, probably 6 foot, 6 foot fence, maybe
it
six
feels
and a
like
half.
it's taller. I wouldn't be
Most
surprised if they're
fences are
7.
are are
Let's see. What is? I was gonna look it up on my phone, but I can do it here to
usually
show the
about 6 feet.
audience.
Because sometimes if you go over that, you got to get special permitting, or they're not allowed in certain areas.
6 feet for
Maybe 8 feet.
backyards. Huh. Then
Yeah,
I'm even shorter. Commercial fences, front yard, backyard, 6 feet, up to 8 feet. Okay, so I was like, because I feel like I can't even tiptoe over my fence to see over it, and I'm 5'7", so
Mhm.
at 6 feet, I think I should be able to see over it. But I can't.
Can't do shit.
Shit. Yeah.
But no, and you're lucky you didn't break shit, bro.
No,
Or even the light inside your house.
like nothing, dude. Oh yeah, the light inside the house. That was dumb. That was just dumb of me. I still won't cop to the swing inside the house being done because I have plenty of room, and nothing ever got hit or touched before that. It was just I stood one step back for no
Mhm.
reason and did a practice swing, and then I fucking smashed that fucking what is that, like, little baby chandelier that's over that you remember, because you've been in here a couple
Yeah,
times now, that little chandelier that's right over the couch.
yeah,
Smash that shit. But like thankfully the metal parts of it, everything is intact. It was only like the lamp shading and the light bulb that got smashed. And only one of the three. So like still super lucky, right? But fucking idiot. I was like,
luck the
God
fuck
damn it.
out.
What am I doing, dude? One step backwards and everything else was perfect. Oh man,
God damn.
crazy.
Look at her. Look at
I
her.
have an addiction, man. I gotta swing. I
I
need to
understand you got the
swing.
you got the need, but goddamn, you gotta
Yeah.
watch out for your fucking shit.
Yeah, well now I have 1,000 divots in my backyard, so like there's that.
Oh, do you?
Have I
Well, you're getting
showed
all the
you?
weeds out.
I guess. Have I shown you my like divot trench, I guess is the best way to
For the divot pick.
No, no, I have where I used to practice my swing outside or still kind of do now. I
Hmm.
formed like how you do
Yeah,
at the
like the
driving
like
range,
the.
that line,
Hmm.
right? But
Yeah.
it's like deep because I keep reusing it. I can only use so much of that. And
Okay.
so I
Yeah.
have like a trench that's my divot now, like right there.
God
And then
damn.
I have like smaller like shit divots because I'm not full swinging for chipping, right? I'm just doing some chips. So with chips, you don't really take divots. You're using the bottom of the club to bounce. Um,
Hmm.
so and if you chunk it a little, you take some of a divot. So I've got a bunch of those like all over my backyard.
God damn.
I'm going in, dog.
He's going ham for.
Ham bone,
Bro.
dude.
You're gonna be sleeping on a couch soon.
Nah, dude. That's why
Yeah.
this part-time jobs
Like,
better let me pull in, dog. Be like, hey, I'm coming. You know, like, just
you're like,
let me
I'm
play
going
some
in.
free golf, dude. Cause man, if especially these next 2 weeks where I'm gonna be free, I'm gonna bother the fuck out of them. I'm gonna call them every day, and be like, "Hey man, what's up? Let me in or what, dude?"
You're like fucking Tyrone Biggums. You're like scratching under your chin, like, come on, man. I still gotta hit a couple shots.
Just let me get one hit, dude.
Just one.
Yeah, yeah, dude. I'm definitely gonna be harassing them for this now.
God damn. All right. Cool.
God damn. All right, we'll end it on God damn, everybody. Well, thank you all for listening this week.
Is that it?
Well,
I
that
thought we were going
sounded.
live.
I thought you were the one just being like, damn, it sounded like you were done, brother. Like, I don't
I'm
know.
not done.
You're not
I'll tell you
done?
when I'm done.
Oh my God, I'm sorry, guys. I was premature. I
I didn't
haven't,
hear no bell.
I ain't come that fast in years, dude. Damn.
I ain't hear no bell.
All right, dude. So what's up? What did I cut off? What's on your
I don't know.
mind?
I don't know right now. I'm here fucking doing.
Just talking
I'm,
shit.
I'm talking mad shit. I'm here fucking converting some Italian guy's recipes like his contract through from
What the
some random
fuck are
company.
you talking
We're recording this. I'm doing a bunch of math at the same time.
about? You're like, I'm fucking half paying attention to this right now. But don't
I'm saying,
fucking
hey,
end it.
don't you end it.
I need
Don't you
this.
dare end it.
Are you like, I guess, is this like the equivalent, but you're talking to me, which is even weirder, but like the equivalent of like where you need to like have the TV on to do random things around the house?
That's always on in the background.
Yeah,
That depends. Like, if it's something I'm actually interested in watching, I actually have to pay attention to it.
yeah,
If it's like, but there's sometimes there's just randomness like you just throw on the background or just fucking music, so I just like do other shit.
yeah.
Like,
You know what's
need
funny
something.
about that? Being alone all the time now, while Stephanie's at work, right? I don't know
Uh-huh.
what it is, but I can't leave the TV on with background noise because I forget, or I not forget, or I've gotten used to like such
Hmm.
dead silence that like if it's not me making the noise, like with like something I'm actively watching or video games or whatever, if I leave it on and forget, like I've been trying for like the last week, like just leaving a TV show on in the living room, or like a
Yeah.
long golf. Like apparently the Masters, they have old videos of like the 2001 Masters, the 2002, and other ones like the final round, and they just put them up on YouTube. I was like, oh, that's cool. So I was like, I'll just leave that on, you know? and I'd freak out. I would like go outside to walk the dogs in the backyard and water the plants, and I'd come in and I hear the talking. I'm like, oh fuck, who's in the house? And I was like, oh right, I fucking left the TV on, dude. And I'd do the same thing upstairs. I'm like playing a video game. I take off my headphones and I hear the talking, and I was like, who the fuck's downstairs? I was like, oh, I left the TV on, dude. Like I can't do it anymore. It freaks me out. It's weird.
Yeah, yeah.
It's the dumbest thing that I think I've ever done to myself is be weirded out by like TV noises in my own house.
Shit.
Yeah, like so
I
unless
guess
I'm,
that makes sense.
cause I'm
My
alone.
thing is, yeah, you're alone. That happens to me sometimes at work at the brewery, especially like around Halloween. We have this random skeleton we put up. Like sometimes I'm like, it's there by myself. I turn around like somebody's here, and I look around. I was like, this fucking skeleton holding a fucking glass on a chair. I'm like, God, what the fuck? It's granted, I hear shit in that thing all the time. It's like, fuck it. I'm like, something's in the back. I go check it. Some fucking random chicken walked in through the back of the building.
That's weird.
This, this is my life.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I like background music all the time, no matter what I'm doing, that I fuck with.
Yeah.
Or and I don't. It's almost never even background music. I get into it. I start like jamming and singing along or whatever, and then doing the tasks, like
Yeah.
laundry and shit. But TV shows, not so much.
Not your thing.
Not anymore. It used to. I used to, bro. If you want to call it my tism or ADHD or whatever the fuck.
Uh-huh.
Damn. Let me see if I can even find this picture firstly to show the audience and you. I used to when I lived with my dad. Um, this is only two of them. I have a better picture. I used to have my computer all the way to the left, and I
Hmm.
would and my it was my computer and laptop, or like work computer. So the screen would be up on the laptop, and
Yeah.
they would all be connected to three other monitors. So that's four screens, right? The laptop screen and the three monitors, right?
Yeah.
Then right next to that, I had a 50-inch TV, and then next to that, on standing on another thing, I had another 50-inch TV. And there were some points while I was living with my dad and just hanging out and not doing anything that I had all four or five of those. What is that? Two TVs, four, three, and then well, not the laptop screen because that was for work. So three, yeah, five screens all playing different shit. You know, like
Yeah.
and with volume on all of them, by the way, not just like one was silent or something. So I would play video games on the main one, and one TV show over there, and one Twitch stream over there, and one whatever, and I had all of them running at the same time, like all the time, 24/7. So it's like something that I definitely got out of the habit or not used to because I stopped doing it. Uh,
Hmm.
yeah,
Which makes sense. It's let me see. Let me close all this shit. Fucking.
'cause I
Yeah.
would show
I,
people that,
I
and they would be like, "What the fuck is that, dude?" Like, you know.
they say, what are you doing, bro?
Mhm.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
I don't know. Fucking. It's I guess more like a comfort thing, but I'm always fucking alone too. So it's like you gotta
Mhm.
pick your fucking your uh your battles or whatever the fuck.
But what do you mean with noises?
As
Like,
as as you have noises, because like you're just gonna
mm,
go crazy if you're just fucking listening to fucking silence all day. Like
mhm.
at work, I don't put in any fucking music. I'm like a fucking psycho when it comes to work.
Well, yeah, but
Cause
at least you're like actively doing something,
I'm doing
distracted
something,
by
but
it.
it's also because I'm trying to listen to what the equipment's doing as well. Like so, it's
Mhm.
not like being a total psycho. But usually, if there's other people there, I'll put some music on. But usually, I like to know what's going on with like the pumps and all that other stuff because I can literally hear what's happening by the
Yeah.
fucking the sound that they're making.
Yeah, like mechanics learn the sounds that cars make after a
Yeah,
while. Yeah.
that's just like a little bit of tism with that, but
Mhm.
makes sense.
Yeah, because you're
Makes
actually
sense.
actively doing it like all the time too.
Yeah, like I know exactly what's going on just by the sound, what I'm hearing, and the smell.
Mhm.
And I'm like, I'm about to get to a boil. I can smell that. It's like, oh shit, we're about to hit that,
Mhm.
and stop myself from having like an issue. But yeah, bro, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, that it just reminds me of this video I saw on TikTok or something that it was like this guy who lives alone and he was just like when it's been like 8 hours and I've forgotten that I haven't, said any word, so he's just like starts screaming, and he's like,
Yeah,
because I've been alone for so long. It's like, God damn, dude, like it's fucking
no, it makes
wild.
it's. I want to get that fucking time off like you do though. I want to get in that golf game. I'm trying to figure out when can I sneak off in the afternoon to go fucking to the range
Yeah, right.
and go eat more shit.
You should look for
'Cause, damn.
ranges nearby your new job. You know,
Yeah, well, there's a course there at I think at like right next to the Hard Rock there.
is there?
I believe so.
That'd be sick.
I believe there is.
Are you looking it up? Because I'm not. I'm still looking for this picture. It's got me fucked up.
Let me see. Hard Rock.
Oh, too quiet. Oh, man, I have to like scroll deep into. I'm like, dude, so much has happened in
I
my
guess it.
life in the past few years. It's amazing. Like not horrible things, right? Like just
No,
fun, cool stuff.
I guess they're actually Or I feel like there was one there, like near there, because I thought I saw like something posted around there. But
Found it. Oh, it was.
apparently, like they're affiliated with the one that's near my house called Jacaranda Golf Course.
Mm.
That guy's expensive. So.
Do they have a range? You can just go to the range.
Is it right? Let me see.
What a crazy bird. All right, I sent you the picture here.
So right now, November 7th through December 4th of 20. That's a small time frame. Like, what happens after December 4th? Where the fuck are the other rates?
I don't know. Do you see
Weird.
this picture? I'm sharing the screen now.
It's 120 bucks for South Florida resident before 1 p.m. That's 99 bucks after that.
See, yeah, even that place is $120, just like the Nash was, and we were just looking.
Yeah.
Like everywhere this is the
Like,
season. And they said is
this is your fucking TISM here?
yeah, this is the TISM picture I was telling you about. So this is a 50-inch up here. The main 50-inch I would
Uh-huh.
use for all my games, and still a laptop was behind here, and another laptop was behind here, and I controlled them both with this keyboard. And
Yeah.
then this is my work setup, but I also had my personal PC somewhere down here, a tower, like a desktop tower.
Okay, desktop, yeah.
And so, and I would
Desktop
have
and
the
fucking.
monitors. So yeah, here's the 5 monitors I would have. I don't know what I did with this painting. Dude,
You're like,
you
that's
know,
long gone.
no, because I'm about to tell you a hilarious story of apparently I'm a kleptomaniac for work, and it's way past the
What'd
statute of
you do?
limitations. So, the
You're on to it.
laptop that was behind this computer or this TV, I stole
Mhm.
from Kaseya when I was leaving. I was like,
Okay.
because somebody was like, "Oh, hey, I broke my laptop screen." And I was like, "Oh shit, that sucks, right?" And they're like, "But the company would just replaces it, for you because it's a company laptop or whatever."
Yeah.
And then I was trying to like, cause they say before you throw them away or whatever, like rip them up for parts, so because we
Yeah.
could always use spare parts in the office and stuff like that, and see what does and doesn't work. And I was checking it out, and I connected it to a monitor screen, and I was like, oh, this thing works perfect, except it doesn't have a screen, right? Like the screen's just smashed or whatever. And I was like,
Yeah.
if I just close it, if I turn on the settings to you can turn on a setting on with laptops where even after you've closed the lid, the screen will stay on, right? And
Yeah.
then so that way if you're connected to something, you can project still to the TV. So that's what I do even to this day. Yeah, I turn that setting on so I can close the lid and then just use the thing. So I'm still using that computer. The computer's great. And so
Goddamn, how
it
long ago was that? You've had that shit.
2019,
Okay, it's not that bad.
2018. No, and
Yeah.
but even then it was like maybe they would buy like year or two old models. So that let's say at best it's
Okay.
like a 2017 laptop. I'm still
Yeah.
using, and it's fine. And again, it's just for like streaming and YouTube and shit. It's nothing crazy. It's not the one I'm
Yeah.
using for this stuff. So that was my first stolen laptop. And
Your
then,
first one. You're
yeah,
like,
and then the laptop that's behind this computer or this TV was in the like 5 minutes that I worked for Duracell, right?
yeah.
They were also like moving offices and swapping out and throwing away shit, and they were like, hey, we're gonna donate all these laptops. Just gotta look through them and wipe them and do whatever. But the one that I took, that's behind here, we couldn't donate it because they were like, oh, it's missing the keyboard. It was one of the detachable laptops, you know? So
Yeah.
where it's a tablet basically with an attachable keyboard,
Hmm.
and they're like, we can't take it because it's missing the part, so like they can't use it. And I was just like, oh yeah, I mean that makes sense. But then I was like, but I could use it the same as the fucking the broken screen one. I was like, I don't
Yeah.
need the fucking keyboard. I connect the other one via Bluetooth, and I do the same
Hmm.
thing. I throw it behind with a cable, turn off the screen, and boom, I've got another laptop, that I just use as as like kind of like a desktop stand.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I was like, sick, dude. So this is two different laptops connected by the same keyboard, basically. So I can just they're almost like second monitors. And I even there's a program that I use called Mouse Without Borders, where it's a mouse that works over your Wi-Fi. And so I
Oh
could
shit.
even connect it through my work computer and my other machines. So it pretends
Hmm.
that all of these are connected screens even though they're not. So I can just move my mouse across all of them, and I can copy and paste and do everything, like if they're one computer, but they're all different computers. It's pretty
Yeah,
cool. Yeah. So I've
that
been
is
using
pretty
that
cool.
for forever. So I love that. So and that's even still my setup kind of now. The only thing I've done to improve it a little is I have a new keyboard that has 3 channels instead of me moving because I'm using the same 3 monitors for all of them now. I don't have them, uh, I don't have them all on at the same time. So I have to keep
Yeah,
swapping the monitor input. So when I swap the monitor input, I just press a button on my keyboard and my mouse, and it goes to that one also. So it's the same keyboard and mouse, but it's just got the 3 channels for each one. So I don't have to like have 16 mice and keyboards around here.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Shit, I need to get myself a fucking dock for this setup because like it's annoying to unplug all this shit constantly. I just want to be able to plug a single cable into my fucking laptop when I get home and everything's already connected instead of
Yeah, and
plugging in fucking
nowadays,
cable.
man, docking stations are really good and really small, and they're not like wildly expensive anymore.
Yeah,
I would be
they're
surprised if
like
you spend like $80 or less and you get a really nice one,
yeah. It's
Um,
just that, like I do have a USB-C. I have HDMI and USB-C on my thing, so it's like I would think like the USB-C would be.
yeah,
I see
but
a lot
that's
of them
more
are
standard
USB-C.
now. Yeah,
Yeah.
let's see. Let's go to Amazon. Um, but your computer, does it have USB-C for the docking station, or you need it for
It's the
something else?
no, it's the I don't use it for anything. It's just
Oh,
there's only one on here.
it's a free port.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, we'll just definitely make it a USB-C docking station. Because then it frees up it uses that also as like the HDMI if you need to.
Yeah.
Um,
I see a lot of them too have like power. It also powers your laptop.
yeah,
Like I don't
don't
know
get
how I
those.
feel
Those are
about
all
that.
bullshit. No, those are all bullshit.
Yeah,
And
like that
it
sounds
doesn't
like
have. It's not that it's bullshit. The problem is that it's not enough or the correct amount of power for a laptop.
yeah,
If anything, it might be fine for like slow charging your phone or like headphones or something
yeah.
like that. It's very slow charging even then, those items, but not
Yeah,
for
'cause
your
it's like how are you gonna
laptop.
power all that shit? It's like it seems like too much draw for that
Yeah,
fucking
and that's
little
the problem.
port.
It doesn't draw enough, so the laptop will immediately say there's not enough power
Yeah,
in
they're
whatever
like there's
you've
not enough
connected
PP
me
here,
to.
Bobby.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah. So yeah, that definitely don't get those or don't use it for your laptop's charging. Use it
Yeah,
for something else.
like, I don't mind
Damn,
plugging the laptop into fucking.
I didn't think they'd be this
Yeah,
cheap. I don't know how good these $30
yeah. I've
ones
seen
would
some that
be.
are like literally like $30. I've seen some that are like 15. I'm like I don't know how I
That's
feel about that.
Yeah, I don't know
It
how I
seems
feel
like
about
it's
that either, and that's seems a little. I mean, you wouldn't really lose. Like if it works, great. If you don't, like you
yeah,
can
yeah.
return
So
it.
you're saying a $30 gamble, send it back if it doesn't work, call it a day.
Yeah, but like, damn, let's go to the 40 to 80 is, I feel, a little more, like closer to 80 even. After that, like this one for 40, it looks actually like one of the ones that I have. I don't know why the $10 makes me feel better about it, but it does for some reason. Like this
You're
one
like
looks
ah.
legit, dude, for $40 even. Like it looks super good.
It even has fucking. I have an SD card
Yeah,
reader on my
SD
shit
card and
already,
micro and shit. Yeah, dude. But these
but
simple
I'm
ones,
more.
I have
I
some
just
of
want to
these.
not have to disconnect the HDMI anymore and the fucking keyboard and have my mouse dongle just plugged in there constantly. I don't like
Yeah.
leaving it in my laptop while I'm carrying it around in my
Oh, this
bag
one
and all
looks
that
cool.
shit.
Oh, it's $100. That looks cool though. I mean, I haven't looked at computer equipment in forever. I finalized my setups a long time ago.
Like,
Oh, I also stole this this is like a mini
it's like I
Switch.
steal
I
all the
steal
things.
a lot too. Oh, that's where I was going with the story. So with the painting. So hold on. So I stole this little mini Switch too, that
Yeah.
reroutes my all my Ethernet ports. Right. So I have one Ethernet port coming through my room, and then I have a
Yeah.
5-port switch here that goes to the PlayStation, the PC, my work computer. And I even got a long one for a while when Stephanie was working from home, and so
Hmm.
I had a long cable running from there too. So that was cool. Um, but no, so I forgot I stole that Switch too. I was just looking at it and I was like, oh yeah. But then
There
the
you go.
picture
Totally
reminded me
forgot.
because then at Duracell, I don't remember which company I stole the Switch from. I think that was Kaseya. Um, they got a new one and they were like, just throw that one away. And I was like, are you high, dude? They're expensive. Like if you look at these things, you thought these
Oh,
docks
like
were.
that, like the ones that like
Yeah.
they used to have a United Way, like the ones that the little stand-up ones. Those things were not cheap back in the day,
No,
and
but
they
I'm
weren't
talking
even
about the
that
one
great
that I
quality.
have.
The one you currently have, yeah.
Yeah, like it's a small one, like one of these. Look, oh, now they're $40. Now they're cheaper. They used to be like $200 or more. Like a
Shit.
5 port like this. Wow, they're only $30 now. Well, now I feel like an asshole.
You're like, God damn it.
But yeah, whatever. But this is one of these is exactly what I stole from them. And
Yeah.
and back in the day, dude, they were like $200 minimum, bro. What is this? $30 now? That's amazing. Look at that. I can't even find $50. This is the most expensive one I can find.
Fuck.
They were so much more expensive back in the day, dude. That's crazy.
That's a
Wow.
little fucking. I have a random fucking Linksys one floating around somewhere from
Yeah.
like 15 years ago or long or older.
But then I also stole this painting. You see this painting? It's back here in the picture. Oh no, you don't, because I
No, no,
swapped it
yeah,
off.
you're not
But
on the earth. Yeah,
yeah, but this double-edged painting thing, it's like a comet, but it's like cut in half on purpose and like two frames, and it's a really nice picture. I don't know where it went, um, but I stole that from Duracell also. That was cool. What else? What else did I steal, dude? I stole a lot of shit from old jobs that they were like, throw this away. I say stolen, but they were literally gonna throw them away, right? And I was the guy in charge of inventory,
yeah.
so I was just like, all right, thrown away. You know, like what?
You're like, fuck it. Yes.
Thrown away in my car,
Toss it
dude.
out.
Shit.
Yeah.
I'd forgotten
Fucking
all
savage.
about that shit, dude.
You're like,
Oh
oh,
my god.
that looks nice, huh?
Oh yeah,
What's that?
I took a bunch of this one I did get permission for. I took a bunch of standing desks from Duracell when they were selling the offices and nobody wanted them either. And
Oh,
I gave
nice.
them to a bunch of my friends. I tried selling them to some people like people online, but I couldn't or they didn't come, but so I just gave them away to my
Yeah.
friends. So that some people got standing desks from me. I still have a bunch of giant size post-it notes. Those things are gangster.
Oh, those things
That
are
I
awesome.
got.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a bunch of those from that also. I got a lot of great shit from like those jobs that I left. That was
Like, I
cool.
stole a bunch of shit.
I stole a bunch of shit.
Like, I made so much money.
No, I wish I didn't make any money, but it's made my life easier, dude. I have like 5 computers all around here. But the thing is, not one of them is mobile except for Stephanie's laptop, and she doesn't really use that one that much. But like, if I were to like leave, on a vacation or
Yeah.
something, I don't have like a laptop to take with me. Like I just, so I never, have anything to stream. I have to figure out how to do it off my phone, or I just like we suffer with whatever, is at the
Yeah.
Airbnb or the hotel. But I don't travel with a laptop like I used to. I don't have a laptop that I can travel with because the screen's broken on that one. The other one doesn't have a keyboard, right? Like my main big computer that we're streaming on right now is a desktop,
Yeah.
right? So like I don't have a travel laptop. Like and I'm not I don't and I never, by the way, now that you're starting this job too, and I tell this to everybody, you never ever use your work computer for personal things because
Oh, no,
then
no,
they
no,
like
no.
own it all and they can actually,
Yeah,
if
yeah.
they feel like it, they can look through it, but that
Yeah,
most
why
of the
would I
time
want
they
to do that?
won't. Yeah, but just never ever. So like I never, if it's not work related, that laptop is literally turned off. I don't touch it for anything. So that would be the only laptop that's like usable for travel, but I won't use it because it's my work one, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I just of all the laptops, while they're awesome in the house and connected to a bunch of different shit and very useful, I don't have like a traveling laptop.
That's kind of wild.
Yeah, right.
You're like,
Yeah. No,
I'm
I
surprised you don't have a desktop
the thing.
like a, like a tower.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I have. That's what I stream on right now.
Oh yeah, that's what you're streaming on. I haven't
Yeah.
had one in fucking like 8 years 'cause I got rid of mine. It was so fucking old. I've just been
No,
living off a
this one's
laptop since
ancient.
then.
Yeah, this one's ancient in comparison to like computer specs nowadays. But I mean, it does
I
what I
always
need it to
enjoyed
do
that
and
better for
fast.
fucking
So.
like design work. I
hmm
preferred that than working on
Yeah, most
a
of them
laptop.
are way stronger depending what you get, but most of them
Not just
tend to
that, it's
be.
more comfortable too. I like the full keyboard, even though my laptop has a full keyboard, but it's not the same.
I mean, you can just buy a keyboard and mouse and whatever else.
Same. I tell you, it's just not the same.
That's just your tism, son.
That is, it is.
Yeah.
Plus, like to hook up my drawing tablet to that laptop, I need like 50 fucking cables for
Mm.
some reason.
Yeah.
It's fucking annoying. I'm like, God damn it, I don't want to do all this shit right now. But I
No,
never
but
use it. So
but I've thought
like,
about it. I've always wanted another travel laptop. Like I used to carry a laptop around with me everywhere I went. I loved it, you
yeah,
know, like I just pop it open and just do something while I was
and
on
do
there.
your thing.
Yeah. And that's
Makes
why
sense
I'm always
though.
on TikTok now. I'd probably be on a laptop more if I had another one, but my laptop it's not a super need or super want. It's kind of like it would be convenient. So that's the most of the reason I haven't bought one in 100 years. And then on top of that, I see them like my car liking. Not that they're worthless because I won't resell them or whatever. That's not what I do. But
Yeah,
I mean like because I want the latest and greatest, but I can't afford the latest and greatest, or I shouldn't afford the latest and greatest is
yeah,
better
yeah.
said. And like it
Because like, are you really gonna be gaming on it when you're
no
traveling?
no, and that's the thing. I don't want a gaming one. That you know what I want that used to be gangster. Here, I'll show you. I don't know if they're still called Ultrabooks.
Oh, I remember the Ultrabooks. Yeah, Chris used to have one.
But yeah, these lightweight like soup
Yeah,
like
yeah.
no,
There's
compared to
one sitting in the
gaming's, they're
locker
not.
there at work that's not doing anything. It's
Oh
fucking
yeah.
collecting dust.
Let me
Yeah,
steal that. Let me steal that bitch right now.
I know. It's just like, oh, I got plans.
Yeah, like Chromebooks were really cool, but I can't do everything that I like to do on a
No,
Chromebook.
yeah,
But
yeah.
I used to sell Chromebooks. They're fantastic. I'm not saying that they're bad. I
No, they're
like them
not
for
bad.
what
It's just
they're for, right? Like super duper basic stuff, you know?
yeah,
Um, but yeah, like Ultrabooks were my shit. Like super thin, super small, and fast as fuck, still cool. Like I wanted an Asus
yeah.
ZenBook. I don't know if they still.
And that's what this guy had. Yeah, that's the
Which
Asus thing from
no
back in the day.
shot, dude. Give me that fucking laptop, dude.
No, it wasn't a ZenBook. The ZenBook's a fucking crazier one. It was an
Yeah, the
Asus, but it was
ZenBook
a
is
fucking
the
Ultrabook.
fucking
And that's just on
that's
another level. The
yeah,
ZenBook.
that's what I'm saying. Like this is like a $2,000 yeah, almost two
Yeah,
thousand dollar laptop. Like for what? I can't justify myself doing, but I would love this. Like this is so sick, you
yeah,
know? That's the but even that's the thing. After seeing this, I was like, I can't buy the 5-year-old version or the 2-year-old version, like, because I'm
yeah.
just a bougie dumb bitch about that, you know? Like I want
I feel that.
the one now, you know?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like, cause then you buy the used one, and who knows what people with their computers do the weirdest shit. I'd have to wipe that thing hard, and then I'd probably lose something that the ZenBook, or like the manufacturer has in there, and lose a feature. Like, laptops are weird. Like, if I'm getting them totally for free, I don't care. I'll wipe the fuck out of them, like I did all these work ones. Like, they're hard wiped to the point that they have nothing on them. Like, that's how hard I wiped them.
Yeah,
Um, when after I took them out of work stuff. They're not domain joined. They don't have work emails. They have nothing. They're like fresh, laptops. But that's the thing. They're too fresh in a sense of like they have zero. What's it called? That people give it. It's like boot.
yeah.
No, it's not malware. The bloatware. Bloatware.
Bloodware,
Um,
that's what it. Yeah,
yeah, that the manufacturer puts on there. While I don't mind it, I just like for these just made sure I had nothing on there. It has nothing like it to the point that like I have to re-download some of the Dell and Lenovo apps that are
yeah,
for just updates and maintaining stuff like that. I had to manually re-download those because I just wiped the fuck out of these computers when I had
yeah.
them. So, but that's what I don't want if I were to buy one of these myself, like now, or like,
Hmm.
what is the Zenbook category? Is it still a Ultrabook? Premium? It's budget friendly, this dick. Budget friendly $1,500 laptops, dude.
Apparently opened up a micro center on a random rant down at International Mall.
Mm. Nah.
We haven't we haven't had one of those here ever.
Yeah, I never
Never see
liked
them on all these
building my
fucking.
I never liked building my PCs. Just
You know, it was
weirdly
like
enough.
that's crazy because usually when you're part of that master race, you
Yeah,
want to build it
I
yourself.
know. I hated that. I hate and again back to like half-assing things, I guess, right? But like,
Yeah,
I'm a console slut, right? Like, why would I spend double the amount of money on something I have to put together when I could just buy a $500 console and be done with it, or less? Like
yeah,
that's just been my thought. And there's very few games that I'm like, fuck, I've never played that because it's not on PlayStation, which has been basically my main console, which with the exception of a few Nintendo, right? DS's and Switches
Yeah.
and shit, and SPs and Advance, But I never owned an Xbox. I will never own an Xbox, so I've
I've
never
owned
played
the
Xbox
latest
stuff.
one and the I've owned three of
Yeah.
them. I owned the 360, the original one, and the Xbox Series X.
Yeah, I never got
But
a Wii
I got rid of that to go
U.
get golf clubs because I never used them. I was like,
Yeah.
"Do I have-"
I never got a Wii or the Wii U.
I never
Or
had a Wii or Wii U, but I did have I had a Nintendo. I played it.
I
I
didn't
didn't
have
have
a
a Super
GameCube
Nintendo, but
either. Yeah.
I
I
had
didn't
a
have
64 and I had a GameCube.
I didn't have
I never
Nintendo's
owned
home cubes. I only had their
a home cube. What the fuck is a
home
home
their, no, I'm sorry, their home like their home consoles. I always had the portable ones, like their Advance, the
Oh, the
SP, the Game
GameCube, and
Boys, and
yeah,
all
yeah,
those
yeah.
stuff. But
I had the
never,
Game Boy Color as a
yeah.
kid.
hmm
I think I never had the SP, but I did buy a 3DS like back
Yeah,
when
I
that
had
first
that.
came out. I played that for a little while, and then I got rid of it too because I was like, oh, I'm good.
No, I still have a 3DS in the closet. I haven't used it in a million years.
I have my Game Gear still. I don't
Yeah,
know if it
I have
works.
a few games. The internal battery, I don't know if that is all the way to 3DS games, but those old cartridge games had internal batteries. Those are definitely dead, and so that means like it can't
Yeah,
tell time in the game anymore and some
yeah, but
other
you go in there, you replace the
random
fucking.
things.
That's a basic bullshit battery.
Yeah,
It's like a watch battery. You just gotta put in there. You never
yeah.
played the Game Gear back in the day? You might
The
have been
who?
too young for that. The Game Gear,
No, what the fuck? I thought you were making something
like
up.
like Sega Game Gear.
No, never heard
Look
of
it up later.
Sega Game Gear. What?
The Sega Game Gear was the fucking competitor to the Game Boy, but it was a full color screen. It just took like 80 fucking batteries. I have that
Oh,
bitch
I've
still.
seen this thing. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I got
didn't.
that shit in my closet.
What the fuck?
I
I've
got Beavis
seen
and
this.
Butthead, Ren and Stimpy, and Echo the Dolphin for that shit.
Wow. Definitely never heard of or owned one of
Yeah, that
these,
shit was
but
crazy. They had
I
that
know I've
fucking see
seen this before.
that third photo up top with the fucking antenna. It actually had like an accessory. It was a cartridge where you
For
could put in a
radio.
TV antenna to it. No, no,
Oh,
the TV.
TV?
Yeah, you could just hook it up and fucking start playing, watching TV off of
That
that shit with an antenna.
no shit,
Yeah, with the
dude.
tuner and
That's
everything.
so crazy, bro.
You're talking about this is the early '90s. You're like, oh shit, I got a portable TV.
Yo,
Granted, but I'm
that
running off of 6 AA batteries. Is literally what it took.
god
That you gotta be
damn.
hard plugged in. I think I have an X-Men game for it too, like one of the old school X-Men game cartridges. A few games for it.
And that was
I just want to know if it's like,
$150 back in the day, and that
yeah,
was
back in the day.
expensive, right?
That
Like
was as much as a fucking Super NES or NES back in the day.
what?
Games were expensive back in the day. Like they're pricier than they are now.
Technically, no. Now they're super expensive. They're all $100 and plus games. They weren't that expensive.
Bro, back in the '80s, like a lot of these games were $70, $80 back in the '80s.
Why does this say 2019? It's
I know it's
very
saying
wrong.
2019.
So
Yeah, that's
insane.
definitely wrong. Is it
Oh,
saying
it says
2019?
equivalent to. Okay. So yeah, this would be $350 console today.
Yeah.
I mean,
Which for
still
a handheld
cheaper.
is not
Yeah, it's cheaper than the
granted.
Switch, right? How much is the Switch?
Switch I think is $300. Like the regular Switch.
No,
Switch 2 is
four.
I think is
Switch 2 is
uh,
500. So yeah, the other
yeah,
one's
Switch 2.
four
Which
probably.
to me is fucking crazy. Like how they could justify spending $200 more
250.
for the same
Okay.
fucking shit.
Yeah, no, it is. Well, I didn't even bother with it. My friend swears it's amazing, and I'm just like, I can't imagine
I
it's $500
like
worth of
unless you're like
amazing,
that much into a fucking you're that
right?
much into the
Which
fucking
I haven't even picked up. I picked it up when that announcement came out, and I was like, oh shit, this thing still works great. And then I forgot
yeah
about it again. Like I used it for like a week straight, and I was playing an old game that I love. I love the Fire Emblem series. I don't know if you know those or got into those.
yeah.
But the Fire Emblem series, shit, it's so good, and it's some of my shit when I was growing up. So, but yeah, no, this is weird. Game Gear's weird. You're weird.
Hey,
I don't know.
I grew up with a Sega Genesis, so that was like my
Yeah, I
back in the
never
day.
had that either. I played on it like once or twice, but didn't have
I
that.
have I
Or
still
the
have the Sega
Dreamcast.
Masters.
The
Hey,
Dreamcast was the
Dreamcast
one
was
with the little screen in it, right? That with the weird controller.
the controller's weird as fuck, and it had
Yeah, it had like a screen or a glass in the middle, like on the back, right? Let me see what I'm thinking of, dude.
No, it was it had a screen in the center of the controller because that's where you put your memory card in, and the memory card could pop out and it had like a mini game. It had like a D-pad on it, and like you could play like really
Yeah,
shitty fucking. Yeah,
that's what
there
I'm
it is.
saying. I
There.
was like, that's why I
That
was
there's
just
a
like,
that the guy
there's like a
under that photo.
screen.
If you go back right there in the second row with the guy who was holding that thing with the two hands over
That's,
that's the
yeah,
memory card. Has a little
yeah.
screen. That's what slides in there. And those other accessories too, like Seaman, the game where you have to fucking grow a little tadpole with a human face on it and turns into a frog that talks back to you. There was like a microphone attachment that would go in there.
Dude, you sound like you're making up a terrible trip or something, bro.
Bro, you never played Seaman?
No, dude.
Bro,
I just told you I
that
didn't
game's
even
a
have this game. I didn't have this. I played this at somebody's house, but I
bro.
never owned
Fucking
one.
Seaman was a fucking wild fucking fever dream. Because you have to go into the console and change like the date to speed the game up, or else you fucking sit there waiting for that shit to
Oh
happen.
my god, that's
Yeah,
this?
that's a crazy ass game.
What the fuck
And the
is
thing talks back to you
that?
too, like and like it's narrated by Leonard Nimoy. It's fucking weird, bro. It's a cool game, but it's fucking weird.
Nah, dude, that is
That's what we were doing back
nightmare
in the day.
fuel,
Me, Chris,
dude.
and Kenny were playing this shit back in middle school, early high school. Like, look, this is
Bruh, that's nightmare fuel.
see, man. I think there's a part two
Holy
that came out too.
shit, dude. In
Yeah, yeah.
2099,
The
that
the
I figured I
downfall
would
of that
remember.
console is that it didn't have any DRM for it, so like you could just burn the games because there's nothing protecting it.
Mm,
So you could just bootleg all the games.
yeah. You know what was that? Did you know this that there was a lot of PlayStation games back in the day that if you just threw them in your CD player without doing anything, it would play the soundtrack
Yeah,
of
the
the game.
soundtrack. Yeah,
That was so cool, and I learned that by
yeah.
accident. I just did it one day, and and I was like, oh, but not all of them did it.
That was like a normal thing. What I missed it on all these other consoles is fucking what happens to the visualization fucking feature? Like you can pop in a CD into your console
Yeah.
and fucking just watch the crazy fucking shit show up on your screen and just chill.
Everybody misses the visualizer, dude. They should bring that back for sure.
Yeah.
Some original games play music when put in a center because their soundtracks were stored in the conventional read book audio tracks. That's so cool, dude. So they just put it on the same track. So then that means others would intentionally not put it on the same track, which is crazy.
Possibly. It also might have been they might have been not able to for like certain like copyright reasons too, because they might have only had like a certain license time to have the music. Just like when they do a lot of like the re-releases of some games, they just change the music on them. Like you get like a bunch of crazy taxi versions after the past 10 years. It has none of the original music from that game because they don't have the licensing.
Huh.
And it's like that's not the game then.
Yeah.
Same thing with like Tony Hawk up until like the recent like remasters that came out recently. Like they didn't have the original music up until the remasters came out recently.
Hmm.
They're taking that shit out. It's like if I don't have Goldfinger and Superman in my
Yeah,
fucking
right?
Tony Hawk,
It's
what the
not
fuck are
Tony
we
Hawk.
doing?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like what are we
It's
talking
true.
about here?
I just re-downloaded those like a month ago or two ago from. They were free on the PlayStation Store.
Yeah, I have them downloaded.
Yeah. Alright, dude. Well, now I'm actually dying, so I'm gonna call
All right,
it
we can
here.
call it up.
That was now you're fucking ready. Now you'll allow me to fucking call it, dude.
Oh, I'm just saying, you're the one fucking.
I am dying. I'm
bowing
an
out.
old man, dude. If we walk 9 holes, I can't do more, dude.
You fucking old bitch.
I gotta do more. Next time I'm at JPP, I'll tell you how many I walked. All right.
We're gonna walk 18, and then we'll
Oh,
see what happens.
dang.
And then you're not gonna pass out when you get home either. You're gonna fucking go do other shit.
Yeah, you're hoping for a lot there, guy.
That's not that much to ask for.
It is for me, dude. All right, brother.
Yeah.
Well, have a
sir.
good night, everybody, and play us out, baby.
Hit it, Joe!
Joe, I think we've got our viewers tuned